I just have to tell you, being in Washington for the last couple of months has been pretty discouraging. The most encouraging thing I have seen in this state is all of you here today. It makes me think there's hope. Listen, I want to be very brief with all of you here today. Listen, I don't know if there's any way you're going to be able to hear me much, so I'm just going to be very brief. I want you to know that I believe that these are some of the most important times that we've ever lived in.
Yeah.
And if I could, I would like to read you a quote that was written in 1931 by someone that I held in great honor. He said, "You cannot legislate the poor into freedom by legislating the wealthy out of freedom." He said, "What one person receives without working for, another person must work for without receiving. The government cannot give to anybody anything that government does not take first from somebody else. When half of the people get the idea that they do not have to work because the other half of the people are going to take care of them, and when the other half gets the idea that it does no good to work because somebody else is going to get what they work for, that, my dear friends, is about the end of any nation. You cannot multiply wealth by dividing it." Fred Bastiat said, "Government is that great fiction through which everyone else endeavors to live at the expense of everyone else. It never works." Now, I know that sometimes it looks a little discouraging to all of you. I think that President Obama, if he's given the opportunity, will turn this country into France. And it's up to all of us to change that. So long ago, there was another Tea Party that you all remember what this is modeled after. I just hope this generation understands what we really are facing. And I'm going to go ahead and do the strange thing here and give you one last quote that I hope makes it all. Then I'm going to sit down because he had promised these guys I would keep it in 5 minutes. But this is from a great hero of mine, from Ronald Reagan. He said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed down on for them to do the same. Or one day, we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States, where free men were still free." I want you to know that I believe that this generation can turn the tide. I have 2 new little babies, 8 months old, and I want to make sure that they walk in the sunlight of freedom like we do. God help us to do it. Don't get discouraged. Keep going. God bless.
What I wanted to make sure, look, testing.
No.
Testing, yeah, you can't run away with the microphone there.